Good to see
Hey,
you again.
man. How you doing?
Good.
I loved it. Love the beard.
Thank you. Yours too.
Thank you, really.
Using beard oil there?
Oh, of course.
Oh, nice. We're back. Welcome to College and Bacon. I'm Jason.
I'm Eric.
We are back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back, Eric.
Yeah, it is after that long hiatus.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're really, really sorry. I feel like we've been saying we're sorry over and over and over again. But you know what? I think we're at a point now where it'll never be enough.
It ends.
We're
We're no longer sorry.
We're not sorry.
Because we're doing it. We're producing videos again.
We are back. Eric, let me ask you a question. Has there ever been a time in your life where you've almost died? We're getting right into it here.
You know,
blunt question.
First episode of College and Bacon Red Line. I don't know.
All right, let's exclude. First of all, I think when we're talking about near-death experiences, let's exclude past College and Bacon episodes, because there's been some things that we've eaten in the past where I was sure we were gonna die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But let's besides that,
you know, there's always like the car accident I got into in like New Jersey. I was driving down there. That was always fun.
You got into a car accident?
So it was a small fender bender. We were just, I don't know what happened. I was driving for a few hours, and I had my friend Dylan in the passenger seat, and I'm kind of like dozing off and like looking off to the side. And all I hear is Eric look in front of me. The car's like stopped. And I slam on the brakes.
So it was you rear-ended somebody.
Yes.
Okay. So that can be scary.
Yeah, it was a momentary like freak out.
Well, you have those mini heart attacks.
Yeah.
You know that's the best way to describe them. Now, was the person mad?
No, they actually didn't even want to call the police.
Okay, so I guess you could say that when you get into a fender bender, okay, there are two possible moments where you could have a quote-unquote near-death experience. Number one, when you actually crash the car. That could almost kill you. And number two, when you get out and talk to the person, they're so mad that they want to kill you.
Yeah, that is true. They might be very angry, but fortunate for me, this person was not.
Good deal.
And I also question why they didn't want to call the police.
But you know what, still, though? Fender benders, I think, happen to a lot of people. They could be near-death experiences. I got a story, Eric. I got a story.
What do you got for me, Jason?
That's going to blow you away.
All right.
When you were in high school, did you take those ropes classes?
Yes.
You did. You know, like you'd go outside in the woods. Yeah. Let me preface this by saying that I am terrified of heights.
Oh, good.
Terrified of heights. Terrified. Like, me and heights do not mix. I don't know what it is. I don't know if, like, in the past life I fell off a cliff and died. I don't know. But I just can't stand heights.
Okay. I
was in high school. We went to this ropes course. Okay? And I was kind of, playing it safe all day long. Just kind of, I'd go on some of the rope courses. You get to climb a tree to get to this platform and stuff. I was trying some of it. I was trying to push myself out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
No. The end of the day comes around. There's this thing there called the flying squirrel.
All right. What's the flying squirrel?
Let me explain. I'd be happy to. The flying squirrel is basically you're hooked up to this rope, to this cable. It's really a cable. And the cable goes up, so if it's like attached to your harness here, it goes up in the air. It's basically like goes over a branch in the tree and comes down on the other side. So what they do is the entire class pulls the other end of the rope, and they like go running back with it, and you shoot up in the air. Okay, you got that? You follow?
A lot of trust in
yes,
classmates,
lots of trust. But they were harnessed up too. Okay, so it was kind of like they all rushed this way, and you go shooting in the air. Okay?
All right. Makes sense.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this.
Vote of confidence.
I go up. They harness me in.
Face your fears.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I was just like skyrocketing up in the air.
Okay.
And like, it was like one of those things where like, I didn't close my eyes. I really didn't. I kept my eyes open, which is surprising. But I kept my eyes open, and surprisingly, like I wasn't freaking out when I was up there because when I was up there, it happened so fast where I couldn't really register how high I was. I get back down. Here's where the near-death experience comes in. Actually, when I got back on the ground.
Okay.
I look down at my harness. It's not clipped in.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
My harness was not clipped in. Meaning, when I was flying like 100 feet in the air, all that I was hanging on by was like a little tiny metal hook that was undone. If I You know how those carabiners are, right?
Yeah.
They screw
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
It was unscrewed and open. So all it would have taken was for me to go up like an extra inch out of the carabiner, and I would have been dead.
That is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
But like at the same time, it's a good thing you didn't know that while you were in the air.
Could you?
Because I could see that going even worse.
Could you imagine? They're counting now. All right, 3, 2. Then you
No
look
way!
down.
No way!
You look down right before they run, and it's undone. I would have died.
That reminds me of this video of like those rides where you're like a ball and like bungees you up in the air. Like some guy's buddies went in there who like worked on the ride. So right before it launched, the guy like threw a wrench down and made a noise. He'd come up like, huh, and then they launched the guy in the air just to freak him out.
Well, those things. I mean, I guess there are a couple different morals of the story here. Number one. Near-death experiences, I think, have happened to everybody. On one level or another, they've happened to everybody.
Of course.
And that fear that you get is very, very real from them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My fear actually happened when I got back down and I was safe on the ground.
Okay.
So it was kind of like an after-the-fact sort of thing, but it was still, it gave me a mini heart attack. Plus, I hate heights. Number two, I think the moral of the story here is be thankful to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, You
never know when it's going to be over, folks.
Yeah, but, you want to be careful.
You want to be careful. If you go on a ropes course and you do something called the flying squirrel, make sure that you're strapped in.
Of course.
Try not to get into fender benders.
Naturally.
You're lucky, by the way. That was...
Yeah, I mean, good thing I had someone there with me to say, hey, Eric, you're about to hit somebody.
And Dylan, of course.
Of all people. Yeah, and then so I luckily slammed on the brakes and minimized what could have been a much worse accident.
Absolutely. Hey, comment below, Baconites. Let us know if you've ever had a near-death experience. I'm sure many of you have. We want to hear your stories. Share it with us. We'll maybe even read it on the air sometime.
Maybe. I'm looking forward to it.
But the point is we want to hear from you. We want you guys engaging with us, commenting, liking, and subscribing. We really appreciate that as well. About to wrap up here.
Yeah, don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/collegeandbacon. Our website's back up.
Yeah.
Twitter's going to be going again soon.
It's going to be going. It's going to be going.
And we do apologize. We know we said we'd be separated for this.
Oh, yeah.
But...
All right, so let me just give the little spiel right here before we wrap up, okay? I know we've been saying College and Bacon Redline. It's going to be new. It's going to be new. It's going to be something totally different. And you're probably thinking to yourself right now,
well, these guys have been gone this whole time.
What's the difference? This looks like what they were doing before. College and Bacon Redline is going to be when we're separated. I was thankfully home for Thanksgiving break, so me and Eric got together to film these first few episodes. College and Bacon Redline is going to have a big red line down the middle of us. It's going to look like this. See the red line? This is going to be College and Bacon Redline. Let's disappear that. Let's make that go away for a minute. So that's going to be it. I'm going to be in Georgia. Eric's going to stay here in Connecticut. Yep. But we're going to make it work, Baconites, because we love you. We love you.
Yep. And don't worry, we will not abandon you again. We were just cryogenically frozen for the past year.
Tell us about... Yes. Right. Tell us about your near-death experiences. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you tomorrow.